Dozens of arrests made at the University of Washington after pro-Palestinian protesters refused to leave the new Interdisciplinary Engineering building on campus. Fox 13's Sean Chitness is live on the UW campus with the details of the protest. Good morning, Sean.
Maria, good morning. And so we are right next to the building now. It is clear there is no form of protest at this hour, but we do want to show you what remains from the activity last night. We know that there were a couple dumpster fires as
they didn't get the e-bikes. That's tragic.
Part of all of this, and we can see some of the damage right there, including some smoke still coming out from the
Looks like a 5-yarder.
The remains of that fire right here. So here's a little bit more about what we know. We were here last night watching those pro-Palestinian protesters form a crowd outside the Interdisciplinary Engineering building. The group Super UW, that's Students United for Palestinian Equality and Return, posted a call to action on Instagram stating that the occupation was for a newly funded
College students are the youngest adults. What are they doing? They're supposed to be at school learning.
Building by Boeing. They said they were demanding the university cut ties with Boeing and repurpose that building. According to the UW, a few people temporarily occupied
Except every single one of those students, if offered a job by Boeing, would take it.
That building, and the university says that they created a dangerous environment in the area and law enforcement responded. They say protesters who were covering their faces blocked access to 2 streets outside the building, including entrances and exits. The protesters also started 2 fires in dumpsters on the street, according to the UW. Campus police started to clear the area around 10:30 last night and then went into the building at 11. Around 30 people were arrested for occupying the building with multiple charges, including trespassing, property destruction, and disorderly conduct. UW hasn't confirmed if this group was made up of students, but say that if any are students enrolled in the school, they will be referred to the conduct office. And then the university also said in a statement that they released that they condemned the illegal occupation of the building and an anti-Semitic statement that was made by a suspended student group. They didn't say, though, which group that was.
So what's going to happen to them?
Well, the prosecutor's office says 32 people were arrested. Only 5 of those cases went before a judge today. 4 of those took place in Seattle, and 1 happened right here in Kent this afternoon. A late night.
Isn't this an adult? Why is his face being blurred out? I mean, if I were him, I would be glad my face was being blurred out, because who knows how my politics would change in 5 years. But I find this odd. If it's a criminal, oh, is it because he's
Loud protest sent UW's campus into chaos with blocked entrances, dumpster fires, and more than 24 arrests.
Good afternoon.
It's what's keeping the courthouse busy today.
Even if it's dozens of arrests, we can still handle those. The court system can handle those.
This document, providing statements from police, notes that officers arrived and observed a large
Why are they even showing this document? You can't even. Both ends are cut off.
and observed a large group of protesters wearing all black clothing, moving various items in and out of the building. In response, UW elected to lock the building down and restrict access, but that did not stop the protest. By 6 p.m. Monday, police say there were about 75 protesters, and UW leadership and law enforcement made unsuccessful attempts to talk with them.
We need a shot from these officers' perspective.
Perfection.
And UW leadership and law enforcement made unsuccessful attempts to talk with them. Arrests followed.
Case number 450.
By Tuesday, there were 5 cases in court for people accused of criminal trespass, a misdemeanor.
So far, there's no felony crimes that have been referred to us. The reason why King County prosecutors have this is because for decades, misdemeanor offenses on the University of Washington campus have come to the King County prosecutor's office.
And prosecutors are attempting.
I'm just saying, if I am a Zionist and I'm walking down the street and I see people protesting, I'm throwing a match in those dumpsters.
What the hell are you talking about? Check this out. Take a look at this.
Attempting more cases connected to the protest.
What happens in the next 24 hours will really determine what happens in court tomorrow.
Now, police investigators have not sent case referrals to prosecutors for charging decisions yet. Prosecutor's office does say they anticipate that will happen soon. Joyce?
And were all of the people arrested, Natalie, students at the UW?
Well, the university says at this time they don't know if all 32 arrested, if they are UW students, but a spokesperson tells me that if they were identified as participating, it's possible they could face some disciplinary measures. That's something that would go through a student conduct process. Joyce?
All right. In Kent tonight, Natalie, thank you.